Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
how far were we
So,
to go?
um, so you were to go through. So this is our. Um, let's look here. So within your folder, your classroom folder on Google Drive, you're in Novice Mid now. Here is your syllabus and class links folder. So this is what everybody needs to follow. So your homework for last week was this. Where's the hotel, um, your name, what's in a name, and then your helping verbs. So up to page 42. So now
Okay.
we are reviewing that homework right now. Okay, so let's watch the video and see what part of this do you understand. Like, are you ready to dive straight into the showtime, or do you need a little more review of the audio, etc.? So let's listen.
סליחה, את יודעת איפה הכותל?
לא, אני לא גרה בירושלים, אני גרה באפרת.
איפה את גרה?
באפרת. מאיפה אתה?
אני מתל אביב.
ואיך קוראים לך?
קוראים לי דור. ולך?
קוראים לי ענבל.
נעים מאוד. את מדברת עברית?
אני מדברת קצת עברית. אתה מדבר באנגלית?
אני לא מדבר אנגלית.
אני מבינה עברית.
את יודעת איפה הכותל?
כן, הכותל שם.
יופי.
ביי.
תודה.
Okay. What percentage of that video did you guys understand?
I understand that.
I understood it all.
Hakol?
How cool.
Okay. So let's go straight to the
Oh,
um, let's go straight to the showtime. Okay, so why don't we do Tirza and Janet, and then Leo Raya and I will either do this or the next one. Okay? Tirza, actor one, Janet,
okay.
actor two.
סליחה, את יודעת איפה הכותל?
לא, אני לא גר ירושלים, אני גר אפרת.
איפה את גרה?
גר אפרת. איפה את?
מאיפה את?
מאיפה את? מה בעד? מאיפה את?
אני מתל אביב.
ומה שמך?
קוראים לי דור, ואת?
אני מג'אנט.
נעים מאוד. את מדברת עברית?
אני מדברת קצת עברית. את מדבר אנגלית?
לא, אני לא מדברת אנגלית.
אה, אני מבין עברית.
את, אה, אה, את יודעת איפה הקוטל?
כן, הקוטל שם.
או יופי,
להתראות.
תודה.
Okay, מצוין. All right, so this was another review and pretty straightforward. Good job. So both of the brothers said they can't make it today. So what's your name, version 1? So the first version is
Are you
what?
Oh, you are recording. Oh my goodness. I don't remember getting the recorded message. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. So the first way to say what's your name is everyone.
איך קוראים
היי.
לך?
איך קוראים לך?
איך קוראים לך?
Okay, so,
איך קוראים לך?
okay. And the second way to say it is
מה
מה
שמך?
שמך?
שמך.
מה שמך?
מה שמך?
מה שמך?
tov. Mashimcha, mashmech. Okay. So the first one is literally what do they call you? And then the second way,
Yeah.
what is your name? And
Me,
then
אתה.
this would be the third way, which is for a male,
מי
אתה?
אתה?
a female.
ליאת.
מי
Okay.
את?
So who are you? So that sounds very brutish, right? Like who are you? Like in English, it would be like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? But you know, mi'at, mi'ata, you know, it can be said very nicely, but Hebrew can be very direct, as I've told you many times, and very commanding. Oh boy. Okay, so answering, there are many ways to answer as well. You'll learn how to use them using a shortcut. Each of the questions can be answered just by telling one's name. Okay. Yoel and Orly, for instance, איך קוראים לך? קוראים לי יואל. Short answer, יואל. Okay. איך קוראים לך? קוראים לי אורלי. Short answer, אורלי. כולם מבינים את זה?
כן.
כן.
Okay.
אני מדברת.
Okay, so
אני מדברת.
מבינה. מבינה. מה שמך? Everyone answer. מה שמך?
שמי? שמי תרצה? שמי יואל?
שמי
Okay.
יואל.
Okay, or just
יואל.
okay. So let's do that. So I will just ask each of you, or no, let me let you all do it. So choose one of the ways. Tirza, number 1. I'm just going left to right. You choose the first way.
איך קוראים לך?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
you ask one of the other students, and then they will choose another way to ask the
Okay.
question.
איך
Go ahead.
קוראים לך?
So that's directed.
Janet, I guess.
Yeah, we're just going in order.
קוראים לי ג'אנט. מה שמך? ליאורה now. ליאורה, I'm sorry. מה שמך?
שמי ליאוראי.
Toe. And Leoraya?
מה שמך?
ליאת.
You're gonna use the
Better?
third way. You're gonna use the third way.
Liat.
Oh, מיאת.
אני,
מיאת?
אני מורה מחידה או מחידה. Okay?
כן.
טוב מאוד. Okay, מצוין. So, done. Done with that. נעים מאוד is a very nice way to say, nice to meet you. Okay, so make sure you add that after you speak and the other one speaks. Like let's demonstrate. Yeah, let's demonstrate that. So I'll do it with Janet. Janet Mashmech, or no, I won't say your name. Mashmech.
Me, Janet.
Uh-huh.
I'm Leod.
Okay, well, first of all, you asked me then what my name is.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, right. Okay, go ahead.
Ik Karim Plach.
Makita.
I'm Leod.
נעים מאוד, גם לך. טוב. Okay, Tirza and Leoraya, you do it.
Yeah. Ma shmech.
שמי ליאוריה. מה שמך?
Ma shmech.
She's a female, so you would say the same.
מה שמך?
Kareem Lee Tirtza. Na'im Ma'od.
נעים מאוד.
Okay, מצוין, מצוין, טוב מאוד. Okay, let's go on.
See, that whole section was from Novice Live.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's just
That was-
interesting.
Yeah,
I think what it is because this is the first unit and we're starting a new, so this is essentially a review. Is what I figured out.
I was wondering if it was that or if it was because they redid the Novice Live. You know,
שאלה טובה, אני לא יודעת.
go that way. Go that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, פינת הדקדוק. So, דקדוק is grammar. פינה is corner. פינת הדקדוק. Okay. All right. So, helping verbs, we definitely had lots of helping verbs. So, we don't even need to review that. Everybody, כולם זוכרים או זוכרות את הפעלים האלה, נכון? You all remember these verbs, correct?
כן. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just pronounce them. To need, you all say the masculine and feminine of each one.
צריכה.
To love,
אוהב.
אוהבת.
to be able to,
יכול.
יכולה.
Yakola.
and to want.
Rose.
רוצה. רוצה.
Oatmeal. Okay. So here we have Dor wants to go to the supermarket. Let's see.
ענבל, אני רוצה ללכת לסופר, אני צריך יין לשבת. את צריכה משהו?
כן, כן, אני צריכה לחם, חלב וטונה.
גם אני צריכה סוכריות ועוגת גבינה.
באמת, את צריכה סוכריות ועוגת גבינה?
טוב, נו. אני לא צריכה. אני אוהבת סוכריות ועוגות גבינה. אני רוצה סוכריות ועוגת גבינה. וגם שוקולד. טוב?
למה לא? לבריאות. להתראות.
Okay, so how much of that did you all understand?
Understood it.
Hakol.
Mm-hmm.
כולם הבנתם את הכל? אוקיי. בסדר. אוקיי, רגע. אוקיי. אז טוב. So how do we say be healthy?
לבריאות.
Livriut.
לבריאות.
לבריאות.
Livriut.
And something or anything.
מה
משהו. משהו.
Okay, so those are the new words. Okay. Okay. So עכשיו, הנה השעתיים. So Leoraya and Ani. Go ahead.
כן. ענבר, אני...
I'm gonna set a timer, סליחה.
Oh,
I'm gonna set a timer. So דקה אחד we will have, and then we will give Tirza and Janet a chance. Okay.
כן. ענבר, אני רוצה ללכת בסופר. אני זריקה מים בשבת. את זריקה משהו?
Okay, so I'm pausing it for a minute. Just a couple of tweaks. Le super. So when you're going to somewhere, אני רוצה ללכת לסופר. Okay. אני צריך, or you can be Leoraya. So אני צריכה יין לשבת.
For Shabbat, le, 4 and 2 are the same.
Yeah, לשבת. Okay. Or it's other ways to say it for, like bishvil. I don't know if they said that or not. I think it's just לשבת.
Beachville, I remember that.
Okay. Okay, let's just look really quickly. Oops. No, I went the wrong way. Sorry. אני רוצה לספר, אני רוצה לשבת.
Le Shabbat, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna continue with the timer. כן, אני צריכה לחם, חלב וטונה. Oh, הנה עוד שרית. So you three could have done it then. So Inbal, you be Tirza, Janet, you are Sarit. So start over. Let me give you all a minute. Okay, and Dor is Nirai. Okay. But you can be yourselves, so this can all be feminine. Okay, go ahead. תמשיך מההתחלה. Go ahead.
ענבר, אני רוצה ללכת לסופר. אני זריקה יין לשבת. את זריקה משהו?
כן. אני זריקה לחם, חלב וטונה.
גם אני זריקה סוכריות ועוגות,
עוגת גבינה.
עוגת גבינה.
באמת? אני זריקה סוכריות.
את?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. באמת, את זריקה סוכריות וגינה
עוגת גבינה. עוגת גבינה.
עוגת גבינה.
שרית?
טוב. נו, אני לא זריקה, אני אוהבת סוכריות ועוגה.
עוגת גבינה.
עוגת גבינה, אני רוצה סוכריות. ועוגה, I'm sorry, ועוגת,
גבינה,
ועוגת גבינה, וגם סוכרי, שוקולד. Oh,
בסדר?
בסדר.
עוגת גבינה. ועוגת גבינה.
למה לא? לבריאות, להתראות,
להתראות.
להתראות.
אוקיי, טוב מאוד, טוב מאוד. בואו נמשיך. We'll continue. Let me just reduce this for a second. Okay, so the unique preposition it. So here is the kind of the explanation that we never got before. Okay, let's have a reader. Who wants to read?
I'll read.
That's right.
The preposition "et" does not have an equivalent in English, and it already appears twice in the first verse of the Bible.
Okay.
Bereshit, Bereshit,
Let's have
Berah.
another reader. Another
Oh, okay.
reader. Another reader.
I guess I could guess. Bereshit, bara, Elohim, et hashemayim, the et ha'aret. In the beginning, Elohim created the heaven and the earth. So keep going.
Yeah.
Et is used in Hebrew for specific objects with definite article, nouns or people names.
Let's demonstrate its use with the helping verb ohev. Let me enlarge this. So I'm going to read the English. You all read the Hebrew, but do it quickly, okay? I like chocolate.
אני אוהב chocolate.
אני אוהב
You have a
chocolate.
chocolate.
I like this chocolate.
And you have that.
אני אוהב את השוקולד
את
הזה.
השוקולד הזה.
את
את השוקולד הזה.
את השוקולד הזה.
So I'll read the whole phrase, Hebrew and English. I love people and I love Michael. So the first one is Ani ohevet anashim. Now you all read the second one. I love Michael.
אני
And
אוהב
you have it at Mikal.
Michael.
Michael, Ken. Okay. So I like the food in the restaurant. So the specific restaurant, everyone.
And you have it
את
at
במסעדה.
full.
במסעדה.
במסעדה.
Okay. אני אוהב את האוכל במסעדה. Okay. טוב מאוד.
מסעדה.
Whoops. Didn't mean to come out of that. Any questions?
Yeah.
That's all right.
So I think they made it clear by giving the examples of without it and with it. So I thought that was helpful. Did you find that helpful, everyone? Because it's a different concept, being that it doesn't. Well, we can say that, this or that in English. And then here's some examples, so I'm not going to go through that since you all were supposed to study that. But wait, let's look at. Now write down a few short dialogues about places or people you love using it. So everybody grab one of your sentences to share. So you can, if you don't have your notes in front of you, just create one. Make a little wet. ענבל דוד, ענבל. או דור, סליחה. ענבל דור. Okay, מי מוכן? So, ענבל, דור, מה אתה אוהב בתל אביב? Anyone want to read Door? We don't have a lot of time, so you gotta read quickly.
אני אוהב את
Me
Hashim.
larger.
האנשים,
Ha'anashim.
Me
בתל אביב.
Go ahead, finish the whole.
אני אוהב את היום
Hayam.
בתל אביב. הים בתל אביב. אני אוהב את המוסך,
Musika.
מוזיקה,
Musika.
מוזיקה. אני אוהב את האוכל.
Ha'ochel.
אוכל במה את אוהבת בירושלים, ענבל?
Okay, another reader.
Oh, I'm going
Harbe.
Inval. Oh, I'm doing Inval, right? Okay. Oh, Harve Devarim. Ani Ohevet et Hakol
Kotel.
Hakotel. Ani Ohevet et Hashuk. Ani Ohevet et Ha Shabbat be Yerushalayim.
Okay. So that's something that you all need to.
Oh, Ohevet et.
We've talked about this before, making sure your reading is in your routine, right? Because that's what's going to advance you, like, just like the speaking that's only one part. You have to advance in the reading too, so that you can read fluently and you can recognize the words the next time you see Yerushalayim, like you won't stumble over it, because like I read that, so I know what it's saying, or kotel or whatever. Okay, share your sentences. Let's start with Janet, since you didn't read. Go ahead.
אני ממש אוהבת את בית.
את ממש אוהבת את ה...
Say it again.
את ה...
את הבית. Oh yeah. הבית.
את הבית שלי. את הבית שלי.
Mine. Yeah. Sure.
את הבית שלי. Okay.
אני ממש
So notice, okay, notice with et, like here you have et ha yam. Yam is sea. Okay. Et ha musika. Okay, so et has to go most of the time with ha. Okay. Go ahead. Toph. Next.
Ani Ohevet et Hashabbat.
Toph. I love the Shabbat.
Really easy.
Leoraya.
אני אוהבת לרוץ את אגם מישיגן בשיקגו.
את אוהבת לרוץ. And then where's your at?
את אגם. The lake, Lake Michigan.
But you said...
Would that be right? לרוץ את אגם מישיגן?
No, because when you say you're putting it after La Roots, so that's going to take another
Oh, okay. So
type
I
of
did it wrong.
preposition. So
Okay,
just
so
I
I need-
love something.
You could just say you
I-
love Lake Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was going to say I love to look at Lake Michigan. Okay. I have it at Agam, Michigan. I'm sorry.
Okay, so,
Sleep.
no, זה בסדר. Okay, you all are learning. זה בסדר. So just remember that has to have some kind of object after it. So if you put another verb after ohevet,
Mhm.
then it's no longer the same kind of
Okay.
pattern. So you're going to put some kind of object. Okay, well, we actually met our goal in terms of where we were supposed to be at the end of this class. But we have 10 minutes left, so let's see what we can move through. I don't think we need to go over it. I love chocolate. Right?
We did that song last.
Yeah, we did that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So let's go through the grammar corner. The pa'al verbs. And let's see. Let's go through that. Because if we can finish this unit, that would be great. So, Janet, would you read for us?
The verbs associated with this binyan have the same sound pattern. In past tense, as the sound pattern of the name binyan pa'al suggests. Continue?
Yeah, read the whole thing.
Okay. Binyan pa'al includes many very useful verbs such as yashav.
Just start on the right side.
Oh, true.
So everybody, I'll say these Hebrew verbs, you repeat after me. Katav,
Katav,
lamad,
lamad,
avad,
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 shama,
sham,
Shama,
and yashav.
yashav.
Yasha.
Okay, so notice that each of these verbs has the pattern in third person past tense. So this is he wrote, he studied, he worked, she heard, or he heard, slicha, he sat. Okay? Even though these verbs have the same sound pattern in the past tense, within that binyan pa'al, there's an additional division into groups and subgroups based upon some additional common verb characteristics. The first pa'al group, group 1, contains 6 subgroups, which will be presented to you on the following pages. We're going to go over the infinitive of the different subgroups. And this is a review of the 6 subgroups and the corresponding, well, they have corresponding audio, okay? Don't worry about memorizing all the verbs. We get to them, review them in different stories and exercises. So besides Tirza, did anyone go over these subgroups? Did you all get to the second half? This wasn't your homework, so it's okay.
I did.
I looked at it,
Okay.
at least this first one, because I was looking at that bird book also, which is the
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah, I think there was actually like a couple of vocabulary words that we didn't learn, and there might have been one dialogue that we didn't see in Novice Low.
Okay.
Like-
mhm.
Like you see, we did this dialogue in Novice Low.
Yes, we did. Where's the audio? Let's just watch
To
it.
return, did we do that? To return?
We didn't learn to return and to exit. I think those was like the 2 words. To think, we
Okay.
didn't learn to think either. Or to help. There's 4 words.
Hey, Sarah.
שלום טל.
אני רוצה לפגוש את החברים שלי.
יופי, אני צריכה ללמוד.
אז את רוצה לפגוש את חברים שלי?
לא, אני צריכה ללמוד.
מה, את צריכה לקרוא את כל זה?
כן, אני צריכה לקרוא את כל זה.
מה, את צריכה לכתוב את כל זה?
כן, טל, אני צריכה לכתוב ולקרוא וללמוד את כל זה.
אז את לא יכולה לפגוש את החברים שלי.
לא, אני לא יכולה לפגוש את החברים שלך.
כי את צריכה לקרוא.
כי אני צריכה לקרוא.
כי את צריכה לכתוב.
כי אני צריכה לכתוב.
כי את צריכה
כי אני צריכה ללמוד ולקרוא ולכתוב. את יכולה לפגוש את החברים שלך. עכשיו. עכשיו את יכולה לפגוש את החברים שלך, כן.
אז
ללמוד.
ללמוד, כן. אני לא במוד ללמוד.
Okay. Okay, so let's look ahead. Okay, so these are, so to remember, everyone,
These core.
is called to
Leaf
finish.
Leave.
Leaf
Leave
go.
ghost.
No, to finish.
No, league more.
more.
League more and
To sleep.
Leshon. Leshon.
so
Okay. Sarah wants to sleep. So we've done this before. We only have 5 minutes left. Okay, so, okay, to work.
La'avod. La'avoda.
La'avod, la'avod,
Oh, sorry.
la'avod, the infinitive.
La'avod.
La'avod, to stand.
La'amod.
La'amod,
Amod, to help.
la'azor,
La'azor.
Azor, to think.
so I didn't know that one.
Lahasho. Lahasho.
Lachsho.
Lach.
Lachsho. Lachsho. And to
Lachsho.
return.
la'xor.
Lachazor. Okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, return.
So
I think of the name.
La'avod. Read them again. Now read them.
La'avod.
La'amod,
La'amod. La'azor.
Lasho,
Lachasho.
Lasho,
La'xor.
Lachasho,
Lachasho.
So, I know how it's written here, but it's not how lachsho. But go on.
Which one?
Lachazor.
Lachazor,
So lachasho is what they have here.
Lachazor.
So we'll go along with that.
Lachasho,
La'xor.
Okay. So it's saying that. So this is the explanation. Subgroup 2 is characterized by a-o in the infinitive form. And let's look at the other subgroup. There's no explanation here. Oh. Okay, it doesn't. E-O.
Oh,
E-O. E-O in the
it says
infinitive.
at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Leo.
E-O in the sound pattern.
Oh,
So the past tense of that would still be, here you have pagash, lamad. So it's the in the past tense, but the infinitive, then kara, katav. But the infinitive is the E-O. So that's a group. and here's more in the EO pattern. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Somewhat
Sure. Yeah, you're hearing it. You're hearing it in the when you say it.
better. Right.
Right. So, in
Right.
other words, all of these verbs are still in the pa'al building because in the past tense, you have the ah sound. But the infinitives are grouped in subgroups based upon their whatever sound they make. So the infinitive is EO in the first group. Okay, and then the second group, the explanation is AAO. So
Yeah.
just
And
you
they
need
added
to,
like 3 verbs to that from Novice. We didn't learn to help, to think, and to
Return. Mm-mm.
return. We didn't
Right.
learn
To
those. Yeah.
return.
Those are new.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so you all should have like your little notebook. You're gonna need a verb notebook. So this week I want everybody to get a notebook just for verbs. Because that's gonna be, you're gonna have assignments there and you're gonna be charting out your verbs. And that's a very, very good way to learn. Okay, so we only have 1 minute left.
Last week you said that you wanted us to get have Hebrew names. I think it was for this class as well. You said it, right?
Yes, lekulam.
Yeah. And I know my husband's previously in the previous class because I literally have to sit to his right because he doesn't do well with the computer, so I sit to his right. And I know he said for him, he's taking some time to research. We recently came across, not recently, maybe a few years ago, and I know I said that I probably will want to use a name from the slavevoyage.org, that database. Are you all familiar with that database?
Yeah,
You shared it.
yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to find a name from one of our ancestors who literally was, it's carried over on the on one of those ships. I've been looking and I have nothing yet has spoken to me. So just to satisfy your requirement, I'm just gonna go ahead and just add a ya to Yanet for the time being, but I will be changing that because it's not what I'm going to be using. So Yanet.
I think I
So-
think I heard Yana in the background
My
too.
husband. I said,
Okay.
"Stop."
Hold on a second.
What does that mean?
So and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my whatever. I haven't been able. I messaged Opon or to tell them that I didn't have access to it, but they never got back to me, so I don't know.
Obama.
What's up with that? Yeah, because I wanted to be able to access the periodical.
And I wrote her actually as well, and I haven't heard back from her. I know on
Okay, so
Friday.
maybe she's on vacation.
Well, I don't think so, but on Shishi's, she takes off. She doesn't work
Okay,
on Shishi.
all right.
Okay, so I'll follow up with her tomorrow.
Yeah, because I need that, and yeah, I'm trying to make progress, So
You
all right,
are.
well, I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Hold on.
Oh, just a minute, There you
Okay.
go. So I told you I was going to give you all a few extra minutes if you have until like another 10
Oh,
minutes or
okay.
so.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Yeah. So I let the other class know. Janet, so I just wanted to say, so if you want a translation like of your name, it needs to, so Yana, you could use Yana, that has meaning.
Yanet means Yah is merciful, though.
Or, yes, or Yane as well.
Yana, Yane. Same meaning?
No, Yane is a little different. I would have to get the exact
Mhm.
translation of that one. But that would be more, that has more of a masculine. Um,
Oh, Yanet?
no, Yane.
Oh,
Yane.
Yane. Okay.
But if you want to use, like if you're trying to use a different version of your name, I would help you by looking up some options,
Hmm. Okay.
right, that actually have meaning. Because we don't want to, when we use the words have power, so we don't want to just, you know, uh, put something in a phonetical
Mm-hmm.
pronunciation. We want to actually choose something. So if you want a version of, so I don't know the origin of your name, I would have to look that up. A version of like what your name means, your
Mm-hmm.
birth name, I can help you with that.
I mean, essentially what you're doing is pushing me off the edge. Go do what I said I was going to do, I think 2 years ago. Because I'm telling you, I was moved. I was just going through that database. I was like, honey, I'm going to choose one of their names. But I just didn't take the time to research it.
Yeah.
So if you give me midweek, I'm going to send you a couple of names. No more than
Okay.
two. And if you can just
Could you
verify
please
the
stop
correct
that?
name for them, I'll choose one
Oh
of
my
them.
goodness,
Again,
sorry.
something that's been tugging at my heart for a while.
Okay, give thanks. Well, I'll send a couple of tips. You know, I would say, well, start with prayer, of course. You
Yeah.
know, and like, what is the best part of yourself? Like, what are the best attributes about yourself? You know, and you can ask people around you, like, what do you see in me? You know,
And
that's
if I may, Sliha, if I may, I found a scripture. I didn't write it down, but I'm going to go back and try to find it. There's a scripture that says that his people will change their name back to their name, their original
yes,
name. You
yes,
familiar with that scripture?
yes.
It
Uh,
says it. I mean, every time I see it, I'm like, oh my God, you got to change your name. You got to change your name. So the word is there, and I think it has to do with in the last days. My people are going to find out who they are and change their name back to the name that you would have had anyway if they just left us where we were.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yes, they will
Toda,
take.
Toda
Yeah.
for the push.
Praise Yah. Give thanks. Give thanks. Um, all right. So these were the some of the verbs that you all said you did not, that we did not go over the last time. So to get out, how do you say that?
Get out, to get out.
Get out.
So to sit
Loretta,
is
Lashevet,
lashevet. To walk,
Lalechet,
Laleket.
Laleket.
lalechet. To go down,
Loredet,
laredet.
Reddit.
To get out,
Latsat, is it Latsat?
latzet.
Let's say
Laset.
To give,
Latet.
Latate,
Latet. Latet.
Tate,
latet. So this is kind of where the
Is
rubber
it Tet
hits.
or Tet? Is it
Latet.
Latet or Tet again?
Latate.
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 Latet. Okay.
Latet.
Okay, it's got the serre. So latate.
Latet.
Latzet.
Latet.
Laredet. Lalechet.
Laleket.
Lashevet. So this is,
Lashevet.
yeah, so this is the third subgroup, and is characterized by the sound of a, e, et in the infinitive form. Okay,
Latet.
okay. So they combine these, which is a little like these two don't really fit the same pattern that these two do. Did you notice that? So you have a, e, and here you
And
just
then
have a,
La eh. La
or it, but they all end in it. So I
Et.
guess that's what you have to look at,
Et.
the it sound. Okay, and then here would be our showtime. So we'll pick up from there everybody should, finish the reviews if they haven't,
End of
of
it.
this second half, but definitely will hone in on this third part.
We'll pick up
We
on the
did we did
verb.
that we did that dialogue right
Even
there.
last week, we did that last week.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that dialogue is done.
Uh-huh.
That's the end of
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, I recognize that we did it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you all,
Got to get these words.
those new verbs.
And the new verbs wasn't even used. I just felt like they just I
Right,
don't
it
know what
wasn't
they were
used. The
doing.
new,
They
yeah,
didn't they never used the new verbs. They had
no.
one new
Oh,
dialogue.
la mode לשבת.
Yeah.
כן,
That's sport.
נכון, ללכת. Well, here's ללכת.
Not you.
Yeah.
לקום.
But Leleke is old and all this is old. So
Yeah. So let's look ahead, Unit 2. So
I
you
don't mean to be like that about it, but
No, it's kind of annoying. I understand. So let's look ahead and see. That's why the writing exercises are so important. Okay, cafe aroma, preposition, salam, in bar
this stuff is new.
story. Okay, so we're moving into um, new material here. So this will be, you all can go on and look ahead into half of the unit. With 86 pages here. Yeah. Do y'all feel comfortable with going through to like page 40?
I'll work it.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I did that last week.
I will do it.
Okay. So Tirza, since you're working ahead, what you can do is write like an essay or a paragraph using the verbs. So you need to micro study the verbs, pulling it apart. So you all now will be getting into conjugations. So here we go, infinitive to present. So this is your first opportunity, like we're shifting. This is a huge shift right here. So don't
Overreact.
no, it's like, don't be so in a rush that you're like, oh, that's review, I'm tired of reviewing. Okay, you asked for new material, here's your new material. And boy, is it new material. So here is your first introduction. I have like 4 minutes. You'll be conjugating now into the present tense. Here is an explanation of the different types of verbs in your 7 binyanim. So you have 7 buildings. Study these branches. So you have 3 active buildings. The pa'al is what we just studied. And you will continue to use and study the pa'al. That's the simplest building. Then you have the hif'il and the pl. Those like diber, hirgish. Okay. Then you have the heat pa'el, just passive or active, heat labesh. And then here are the passive buildings, pu'al, huf'al, nif'al. And so these are patterns that we'll be studying. We're not going to study them all at once. We're still in the pa'al. But just so you're opening your mind, this is your introduction to understand where does pa'al fall in the buildings, the 7 buildings. It's just one of the buildings. Okay, so that's why it's going to be really important to chart out your verbs. This is the way I learned how to retain, by writing my verbs, like, and making recordings. So we're gonna be making recordings of your verbs. And you can just put your Flipgrid recording, you can download it or whatever, put it in your ear before you go to bed and in the mornings. So it's starting here, moving from the infinitive to the present tense with the pa'al. Okay, so is the past tense. O-E or O-E is it says we're moving into the present tense. All 6 groups of the pa'al retain the same characteristics. O-E in the singular masculine, which makes it easy. So if you understand that pattern, and we've had some of that, like Yodea. Okay, so here we have subgroup 1. Everyone, Lomed.
Made,
Subgroup 2, Oved.
Ed,
Subgroup 3, Holech.
Lech,
Subgroup 4, Yodea.
Yodea,
Subgroup 5, Shomea.
Mea,
Subgroup 6, Ochel.
Ochel.
Okay. All right, so that makes it easy, right?
Somewhat.
The janitor's holding her
It has
head.
to, right, it has to sink in this
Right.
pattern.
Right, so we're gonna stop here. I just wanted to go into that so you're not totally caught off guard with getting deeper into your verbs. So we're still in pa'al, we're just going into present tense. So that means that you will be able to write stories now and dialogues using the present tense. Like, hu kotev miktav. He's writing a letter. So I gotta go.
All right.
Look for your email tomorrow with your homework in it, but in the meantime, you can start studying ahead. Okay.
What he wrote.
Okay, להתראות, שבוע טוב לכולם. Okay. Let me know if you have questions. Okay. All right.